This is the first episode of Cooking with Chris. We're going to be making some ricotta and beef stuffed jumbo pasta shells. So let's get started. So we're going to start out with what you're going to need. You're going to need some seasonings, a pound of ground beef, some ricotta cheese, garlic. I like to get mine in a jar of like minced garlic, so I always have garlic on hand that's just ready to go. Butter, some Italian cheese, farm cheese, and this particular one, it is mozzarella, provolone, romano, asiago, and parmesan. A bag of frozen spinach thawed out, that's been sitting out for about 2 hours or so. Some more Parmesan cheese. This particular one is the seasoned grated Parmesan cheese with some Italian seasoning in it. 1 onion, a knife, spoon, and some jumbo pasta shells, as well as some vegetable oil. Let's see what we'll use that for you. Okay, here we're gonna add some water into a big pan and get that boiling, and we're gonna heat up this pan, put it on medium temperature, and then we're gonna chop up this onion right here and get this stirring. So in this pot I have some oil, butter, garlic, and onions getting toasted in there. Right here we're only going to use about half of this package because we're only using about half of the serving sizes inside of the pasta box, so we're not going to need that much ground beef for this recipe. Get that ground beef mixed in there really nice. Next we're going to add some seasonings. I like to start off with some seasoned salt, black pepper, garlic salt, onion salt, some chili, red pepper flakes, as well as oregano. Alright, last minute I decided that I wanted to add some bacon into there, so I added some bacon, and then now you see me putting in the seasonings I was talking about earlier. So just remember to be light with your seasonings. You don't want to just keep one particular seasoning. So we're just going to get all that in there, mix it up real nice, and let that cook through. Alright, now that we have the meat cooking, we're going to rinse out the pasta. They're done. I like to rinse my pasta with cold water because that stops the pasta from cooking and it prevents it from getting too soggy. Remember that you only wanted to cook the pasta in the water until it was al dente, because when you put it inside the pan with the sauce, it's going to get softer, and you don't want your noodles to be too soggy after cooking in the oven. Right now we're going to mix the ricotta mixture. So we're gonna put, that's about half a cup of spinach in this nice little bowl. I just heated that up a bit. I didn't want a frozen kind of taste inside of there. Next, we are going to add about 1 cup of ricotta cheese. And then I'm gonna kind of eyeball this and put what I think is necessary, but I'm gonna say that's about like 1 cup of the cheese mixture. I gotta taste it, so excuse that. And 1 egg. This egg holds the mixture together when you put it inside the shell. Just the same as putting it inside of a baked macaroni casserole or any casserole, just good for bonding and holding together. We're gonna mix this all together. Mix, mix, mix. And even though our meat is seasoned, you want to kind of add some little flavor into this. So I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper. And we're going to mix that in really nice. Mix, mix, mix. And I'm gonna add just a little bit more cheese. Alright, here's the meat. We're gonna actually drain this meat. I like to drain my meat when I make casseroles and things of the such because it adds a lot of extra oil which weighs down the food. So you just want to get rid of all that. We got all the good flavoring and seasoning in there, so we don't need that extra oil. I'm just gonna let that sit there for a second. Now, I've already mixed in the meat and the ricotta cheese to a nice little even distribution. Now I'm gonna stuff that and add it into the red sauce. So I lined the bottom of my pan with about, I can't even measure it. I would just say it's a nice size amount of red sauce at the bottom. And so you're gonna just overstuff these. You want these super full with the mixture. And this is how it looks after you finish stuffing. We're going to put some more red sauce right on top of that. And we only used 1 can of red sauce in this recipe. For more people, you probably have to use 2. This is going to be enough for 3 to 4 servings, depending on how many shells someone eats. And remember that cheese I told you to save. We are going to sprinkle the rest of that on top. Yum, yum, yum. And I have the oven set to 375. We're going to leave this in the oven for about 30 to 45 minutes. Are you ready, Annie?